This is Teach Henley. It's a cream for the face to make you beautiful.
Men, have you not been getting girls lately? You need to try Teach Henley Uncomplicated Skincare for Men.
Oh my god, I wish my man had Teach Henley. Then maybe I'd find that in my dreams. Teach Henley, Henley, Henley.
Teach Henley, Teach Henley, Teach Henley, моя.
Teach Henley, let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Biolayne Raw TV. Let me just start this video by saying that I'm not here to attack anybody, okay? The person I'm going to talk about right now, I do have a lot of respect for. I wouldn't really consider him a friend, but we're more than cordial, and I do have respect for him. This is not to make fun of him, but what is to kind of explain something that, you know, first of all, it's Biolayne, Lane Norton. Now, Lane and I have had things in the past, and, you know, it's all been squashed. And I saw a post on his Instagram, and it's called Why Do Diets Work? Now, here's the problem that I have. I don't think Lane means it to be misleading, but sometimes he puts stuff up and it's just not true. The way it's worded, it's just not true. And, you know, we're not going to argue about it, but I'm going to explain why, and you guys are going to be able to see it very clearly. And I'm hoping that the way Lane posted this, he didn't really understand that people might see it the way I see it. I'm hoping that he thought people would understand what he was talking about, and some people probably do. But I'm telling you right now, most people would take this and run with it because of what it says and not really understand the other side. So you're going to get Lane's side, then my side, which is the other side. So Lane puts up a post on Instagram that says, why do diets work, right? It says, keto. Why does keto diet work? Reduces your calories by removing a whole macronutrient. Paleo. Reduces your calories by causing you to focus on nutrient-rich, satiating foods. Intermittent fasting. Reduces your calories by giving you less time to eat. Zone. Reduces your calories by filling you up with vegetables and low-carb fruits. Detoxes. Lunar. I don't know what the fuck that is. Alkaline. Blood type. Nope, these are plain nonsense. He says, diets work by reducing your caloric intake. None of these boost metabolism or causes magic. Now, here's the problem that I have. Because Lane is the calories in, calories out, very scientific based, etc., etc. Here's the problem I have. Right off the bat, he basically says that when you're doing these diets, it's basically puts you in a caloric deficit. Now, I've already proven that, number one, in a caloric deficit, you can gain fat and muscle both in a caloric deficit. I have the video up about, which has the science to back it up. It's not fucking debatable. It is what it is. But also, you can also lose fat, bear with me, by not being in a deficit. And you go, oh, Jerry, I don't want to hear that shit. But we're not going to go over that right now. We're going to go over why this information that Lane put out is wrong, okay? And why it's deceiving. Now, I don't think he's deceiving on purpose, but why it's going to confuse many people, and they're literally going to not understand. Well, they're going to understand let's just break it down. Keto reduces your calories by removing a whole macronutrient. What? What kind of idiot asshole decides to go on keto, cuts out all their carbs, and doesn't increase the proteins and fats? Nobody out there goes out and just cuts a whole macronutrient out and doesn't replace it. If you do that, yeah, you're going to be a caloric deficit, but you're a fucking idiot. You can't reduce your calories by removing a whole fucking macronutrient. When you do keto and you switch from a regular diet, you don't change the amount of calories. You don't remove a macronutrient to remove the calories. You remove a macronutrient to get a hormonal response. It's to lower insulin levels. It's completely has nothing to do with calories. Matter of fact, on a keto diet, I don't care who you are, I don't care if you want to argue, I have seen it personally, and 99% of people out there that have done keto see that you can actually eat more calories on keto and still lose weight. So it doesn't make any fucking sense why Lane would be like, well, they remove a whole macronutrient. That's true, but then anybody with half a fucking brain should know to adjust the protein and the fats so that it's not removing a whole fucking macronutrient and all those calories come out. It still needs to be adjusted. Everything needs to be adjusted. Paleo reduces your calories by causing you to focus on nutrient-rich, satiating foods. Reduces your calories by causing you to focus on certain foods. What? So you're trying to tell me that the paleo diet, what it does is mean that you don't really need to count calories anymore? Wait a minute, time out. I thought Lane Norton and all these guys are all about counting the calories. It's all about calories in, calories out. Now what they're saying is, basically, you eat this paleo diet, and by eating these certain foods, it keeps you within a certain range so that you're out of your caloric intake. You're lower than your caloric intake should be. What the fuck? You're on a paleo diet. Number one thing you do on a paleo diet and a keto diet, figure out your fucking macros. Those macros should be the same macros as if you were on the fucking high carb diet or any other carb diet or even the IFYM diet. The calories and the macros should be the same. You're just switching the types of foods to get a different response hormonally and enzymatically from your body. It's not about, well, I can eat these foods and I can eat so many of them because I'll never go over my calories. What the fuck? Lane, it doesn't make any sense about you talk about calories, but now you're talking about 2 diets where you're not even counting calories anymore. You're not adjusting calories. You're just removing foods or you're removing whole macronutrients. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Intermittent fasting reduces your calories by giving you less time to eat. What the fuck? First of all, if you eat 3,000 calories a day, you want to do intermittent fasting, you still eat 3,000 calories a day. You need a 4-hour window. What the fuck? This, like, all 3 of these things are 100% wrong and misleading. It fucking drives me nuts because people are going to read this and they're going to think, well, I can just intermittent fast and not even count my calories because it's reduced to a certain amount of time. And those motherfuckers who eat a lot to begin with will still go over their fucking calories. The people that are doing the paleo diet, oh, well, if I just remove these certain foods, then I'll be in a caloric deficit. No, you won't. You have to count that shit still. Keto, all I got to do is pull out my fucking carbs, and I'll be in a caloric deficit. That's true. But you can't cut your carbs that much. You can't take 300 grams of carbs out of your diet, go down to 30 grams from fiber alone, and think that you're going to get results. By fucking day 4, you'll be off that diet because the hunger signal will be so strong, you won't be able to do it. Why are we talking about these things? We're just talking about, oh, every diet reduces calories. That's bullshit. The type of diet you fucking do has nothing to do with the amount of calories and macros you need. The calories and macros you need never change. It doesn't matter what fucking diet you're on. Zone reduces calories by filling you up with vegetables and low-calorie fruits. What? It reduces by filling you up. You still have to hit your fucking macros. What difference is, like, you may feel better on the zone diet, but you're not removing all these calories because you went on the zone diet. Before you even start the zone diet, you're going to have to calculate your calories and your fucking macros. What the fuck? Detoxes? I don't even know about any of this shit. But anyways, here's the thing, guys. I'm so tired of these fucking science geeks and these fucking wingnuts. And they just try to break it down to, like, it makes it so fucking like, oh, it's so easy. It's not that big of a fucking deal. I'm like, no, things really fucking do make a fucking big difference. Now, there's another one over here talking about low carb diets, restrict calories, macronutrients, people that tend to often overeat. So, they talk about low carb diets and this diet and IFYM. Newsflash, in every single fucking diet, you have 2 things, or in the IFYM crowd, 2 things. In the fucking my crowd, 1 fucking thing that needs to be calculated before you start any fucking meal plan or diet. Now, depending on what you want to fucking do, doesn't fucking matter because your macros will stay the fucking same. If I want to do keto, your calories will stay the same. Your macros will change, but your calories should maintain the same. If I want to do keto, yeah, my carbs are going to come down, but my fats and proteins are going to be adjusted. I'm not going to be at a 3,000 caloric deficit because I cut out all my carbs. If I want to do the paleo diet, I'm going to use certain foods, but those certain foods are going to hit the same fucking macros that I hit with my high carb, low carb, carb cycling, or whatever diet. If I want to do the fucking zone diet, if I want to do the fucking eat meat only diet, if I want to do the fucking eat steak only diet, if I want to do the fucking eat rocks diet, it doesn't fucking matter. When you're doing any kind of eating of any kind of meal plan or fucking diet, you have to know what your fucking macros, which automatically calculate your calories, are before you even start that. Nobody in their fucking right mind is eating 10,000 calories a day, or let's fucking make it more realistic, 4,000 calories a day, all right? And takes Lane and looks at Lane's thing and says, well, that makes sense to me because I went from eating a regular diet and 5,000 calories to eliminating all my carbs and dropping down to 2,000 calories. And you know what? I was in a caloric deficit. That's how it worked. It was like, yeah, that's how that worked. But your metabolism adjusted because you did it wrong and you fucking plateaued. Like, it kills me because many of these IFYM fucking science geek wingnut motherfuckers, they hit these plateaus. It takes them so long to get in shape because half of them don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Lane Norton has a PhD. Okay, Lane Norton's supposed to be an expert in diet. And here he is talking about cutting out a macronutrient reduces all the calories. What about readjusting the fucking calories? Lane, you're a professional trainer. You're not a dietitian, but you work with people. You get them in shape. Are you trying to tell me that these people fucking, if you want to just drop weight on them, you just cut fucking calories? You don't give a fuck? You don't adjust things? Of course you adjust things. You have to because these fucking people would be on 0 calories, 3 cardios a day if you just kept cutting calories. It's not about the fucking calories. It is about the fucking macronutrients you put in your fucking body that cause a hormonal response. Macronutrients are information. That information tells your body what to do once it goes in there and then causes a hormonal response and a reaction that you get afterwards. It is not as simple as I ate a calorie, I spit a calorie out. How the fuck do you think those calories got burnt? You moved. How did you move? Chemical process took place. Fucking your macronutrients were used. Hormones changed. A whole bunch of shit happened before you burnt that fucking fat. I don't even want to say burnt, but you lost that fat because people think like fucking it just blows up in fucking flames. You lost that fat after a fucking host of things happened into your body that didn't contain or didn't concern calories at all. The end result was a calorie burn. But all that shit that took place, the macronutrients, the fucking hormonal changes, the way that your body utilizes things, the way it repairs itself, the way it moves, the macronutrients cause all that, not the calories. And every macronutrient has a very specific job, and they can be broken down and used for other things. But there's so much going, it's like the fucking Matrix. There's a million things going on in your fucking